Alright guys, how's it going? Awesome Soul here, and I was right. I was totally right. You know it. So, ever since we got a hint at the fact that there is going to be a close-range weapon in the game, I was saying, it's going to be a shotgun. And what do you know? It's a shotgun. But not just a regular shotgun, this is a insanely powerful, super heavy, super massive, heavy-duty, chewing through your power but dishing out crazy amounts of damage kind of shotgun. I've kind of gone the wrong way. I thought people would follow me. I have mega legs. I'm the Megabot, guys. Come on. So yeah, the Ion Disruptor is a shotgun type weapon. And it fires about 20 projectiles per shot. And if every single one of these projectiles hit, it deals just under 5 times rail damage. Now you're probably saying to yourself, wow, awesome, that sounds incredibly awesome. No, it sounds plenty overpowered. What exactly is the drawback? Well, there are a few drawbacks. One, it has a very wide spread to it. So that means it's going to be like a cone, basically. But it's going to be very large. So we don't exactly know how wide the cone is, but I assume it's not going to be like straightforward. I assume it's going to be a bit more open. At least that's the kind of vision that I get from it anyways. And the other thing is it takes 25% of your power to fire a single burst, I guess? Burst being 20 projectiles. It's like a shotgun, you know, it fires a, or in this case, a very, very, very large shell, because this is a very large weapon. And 20 projectiles come out. So I guess that would be called a shot. Yeah, anyways. So yeah, you can only really fire 4 shots with this thing. So you have to make them count. In the description it says you have to be very close. Overall, I would say this weapon sounds right up my alley. Especially considering we are getting something else. And that something is the Ghost module, which I reported a rumor of a little ways back. Although I called it the Cloaking module, because I think that was the file name of the item that was found in the game files. I could be wrong on that one though. But yeah, I think it's time to drop down. I've been kind of hanging back far too much this whole time. So yeah, the Ghost module is a... basically you activate it, and it gives you, or at least how it's quoted here, it does 99.65% invisibility. Now, why so oddly specific? I don't know if that actually has any meaning, or if that's just flavor text, because it says that players will be able to see a faint shimmer. Now, I don't know if that actually is the, can I escape? Nope. Well, I'm dead. Oh well. So I don't know if that actually has actual meaning, because if that was the case, that would be some incredible invisibility. Although I wouldn't mind that kind of invisibility. But something that kind of wasn't really brought up in the post is, how is spotting going to work with this thing? While you're cloaked, will you not be able to be spotted? I really hope that's the case, because if you are able to be spotted, because I mean, it's not 100% invisibility, so people don't really have a reason not to spot. If they think, oh, something is probably over there, boom, hit the spot button, and oh crap, your whole invisibility that you spent, like, whatever it is, probably somewhere around 300 CPU on. It's kind of pointless now. Just because the enemy thought something was there, and they took a chance. Because it's like 10 seconds, really. A 10-second cooldown, that is, for the spotting. I don't know. I really hope that you aren't able to be spotted. And what's also going to be interesting about this is it might actually bring back radars and jammers. Possibly receivers as well, but mainly those two things. Because now that, you know, you can go invisible, people are gonna want to use their radars to figure out who's invisible nearby. But if you've got jammers on your bot, then nobody can see you. So, yeah, I do really see those jammers and radar coming back in a big way, maybe not. All depends on how good this ghost module is. But anyways, it would appear that this rail guy is giving our team a fair load of problems here. So we've got a very slow mech, we have a very slow tank, and we've got a slow-moving battleship. Although it is the fastest? No, the tank's actually keeping up. Mind you, tanks are actually fairly quick. I think they can get up to like 125 miles per hour. Max overclock. Anyways, so there are a few other things that I would like to talk about. They're basically weapon and movement part tweaks. They're called hacks, but that's just flavor text. Because, you know, the whole article is written in a theme, so to speak. Of course, the article itself is in the description, as always. So, with that, I will be right back. Hold tight. Okay, so real quick, before we move on, I just want to cover the point that I didn't exactly talk about before, about the Ghost module. And that is, it is fairly low on CPU usage. Or at least that's what they say. They said the exact same thing about the Proto-Seeker. And we all know how quickly that drains your power. Because, you know, it's low power per shot. But it fires a lot of shots very quickly. So the lasers are actually probably the most power efficient weapon? I think. Yeah, that makes sense. Thanks. Thanks for the shield. Well, let's go to him, I guess. Alright, let's see if we can't take this guy out. I've seen this guy's bot before, and I do quite like it. It's like a really awesome looking mech with sort of glowy eyes. Anyways, back on topic here. All ground movement parts are getting a speed increase, a grip/traction increase, and a carrying capacity increase. Now, they just said movement parts. They didn't really specify which ones. It seems like wheels, because that's kind of everything that wheel users rather have been asking for quite a while. Will it go on other things, and maybe we'll be seeing an armor buff? They didn't say anything of the sort, so we don't really know. Eat plasma, pal. Oh man. Oh man. Oh boy. Damn. Oh well. Well, at least this will give me time to talk. So, rails will no longer lose accuracy when moving or rotating their guns. I'm quite happy about this because everyone who's like complaining about rails, you know, yeah, sure, they deal a lot of damage, but they're very hard to get a hit with, and they're just not fun to play because you have to stay in one spot with them. If you move, and if you rotate your guns, you're kind of screwed. So this will lead to more offensive-oriented rails actually going out and doing things, because now they actually can without losing any accuracy. However, some weapons, mainly flak and rails, when used in the air, presumably this is using the same system as how flak cannons determine what's in the air and what's not. What the hell is going on there? That was interesting. Trying to drive over top of him. Interesting escape plan. Going under the bot. I don't think that quite worked out, but A for effort, I guess. So yeah, that'll be really good, because rail copters, I always like to call them fail copters, because that accuracy nerf? No, that doesn't really fit. But you get the idea. It just has terrible accuracy, because they're always bobbing up and down. And now, they're going to lose a lot of accuracy when they are fired. So that's kind of what they already did to begin with. It's just now, if you're on the ground, you won't lose accuracy. But the big thing that I'm sure a lot of people are very happy about is flak in the air will lose accuracy when firing. Heck yeah. I am very tired of flak copters, as pretty much any bot kind of hates them. Well, I guess with the exception of maybe tanks and cruisers, because the hovercraft, if you're at max height, you know, you basically get bombed by flak, and that deals a lot of damage. If you're a mech, most mechs use hovers to get around quickly, using the whole jump technique. So basically, if you have hovers installed in your mech and you jump, you go faster. Obviously, with a flak copter flying around, you are priority target, because you jump very high, especially when you're overclocking. And yeah, I don't really need to go much into that. Flak copters were the bane of everyone's existence for quite a while, and no more. Hopefully. Fingers crossed this kills out all of those terrible, terrible flak copters. And the last one. This one's kind of an interesting one. The Proto-Seeker is basically getting a slight rework overall. Its damage is being significantly increased, but its range is being lowered. Now, I'm kind of concerned about this, because before, it was kind of, you know, it's just a bit annoying at long range. It's just basically you're getting hammered by missiles and flak if you're a flyer, and then you've got the Proto-Seeker cherry on top to finish you off. The Proto-Seeker can't really kill you unless you're a terribly built bot. So it was kind of just really offense and part-focused flyers that were having a problem with Proto-Seekers. But now, it's electroplated bots, especially mechs, because they said nothing about changing the Proto-Seeker's bonus to electroplates, which, from what I understand, is 3 times damage to electroplates. Obviously, as you are aware, mech legs, their primary defense is their electroplates. So if you have a weapon that can completely shred electroplates, now getting a damage buff that is possibly still keeping its 3 times damage bonus, that's going to be a bit of a problem. Especially now that it's a close range, or sort of, they didn't really say what the range cap is, they just said it's lowering the range. So now people are going to be strapping these things on their bots and just taking out mechs left and right. Oh boy, my favorite bot type currently is now getting a major nerf, unless they somehow buff electroplates, or nerf this bonus damage 2 electric plates on the Proto-Seeker. Or completely remove that. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see what's in store. So, as usual, everybody comment on what was brought up in the video. Quite a lot was discussed, and I would love to hear your guys' thoughts on all of it. I will go ahead and end the video right about now. I've been the Awesome Soul. I thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Take care.